Hi there, hello! Hey, and welcome to another race in the SGL25 Super Metroid Randomizer Tournament. We are playing Dash today with a couple of fixed settings. This is another match in the group stage that goes on for the entirety of August. And we got a matchup here between caioxg002 and Traviktox, which are unfortunately runners I don't know too much about. I'll get back to that later. For Traviktox, that's a bit funny because he's like me, part of the vast group of German players. There are literally some of us. And yeah, still I have never talked to the guy. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that one. I think I'll be surprised anyway. Should be starting any second now. This room is above 5 seconds, so just a little bit of stream delay and then we're off. So, Caio already has played a match against Smelin. And I looked at the group. That's an awful group. I'm gonna look again later again. But Traviktox, Smelin is in it. I think MM2. So that's pretty much a group of death right there. Smelin won against Caio 2-0, but Smelin is an extremely good runner. I also know Caio has been playing a bit of other Super Metroid randomizer stuff. And away we go. And runners are almost perfectly synced up. Nothing that could be expressed in seconds. Dimensive with the important questions right off the bat. The settings for this tournament. We are playing Major Minor. So that means the ammo items are in one pool. All the ammo items will be found wherever there are ammo items in the vanilla game. And in the other pool there are upgrades and E-tanks, so wherever there's an E-tank or an upgrade in the vanilla game, there will be one of those items in this randomizer as well. We are also playing area randomizer, so there are certain transitions within the map that lead to different parts as they would normally. We are also playing with one extra item that is only in the dash randomizer, and this item is double jump. Double jump works the same as space jump, except it only does so once. After that you have to land somewhere. It doesn't help if you do a wall jump, you have to be standing with your feet on the ground or on spikes. After that your double jump will work again for one jump too. So here in the ceiling is our next major location, and there we find Morph Ball. Of course, since we have a normal early morph setting, it couldn't have been anywhere else. After finding not morph at the morph location. So now we start looking for miners in the miner spots, just a missile pack right there, and at Alpha Missiles there will be our next opportunity to find something really good. Also we have shifted bosses. Shifted means that any boss could be anywhere. Every boss is once in the game, and whatever boss is at the location will unlock the stuff at said location. So if runners find Dragon, for example, in Kraid's lair and defeat Dragon, then the janitor's closet will be accessible. We find power bombs, which is always very good to find early on, because now runners have the opportunity to check the first area transition at the bottom of criteria. I have to remember I have to do stuff. So I'm also tracking this match, and I will try to keep up with area transitions as well. Also, I'm talking. I am not very good at multitasking, so if you spot anything that I've missed in the race, clicking, just yell at me. I will correct that. Alright, so let's go to... Oh, why did Traviktox spend more power bombs? I didn't see that. Did he go down? Why does he have 0 power bombs? Oh man. So usually you would leave that area with one extra power bomb that you could, for example, spend on Old Mother Brain, or if you really wanted, you could use it on 230 missiles. Or if you are in the comfortable situation to already have found every type of ammo, you might also keep it. So you can progress after you've checked Bomb Torizo. Oh, to kill the hoppers, yeah! Okay, so I've checked Traviktox's vanilla time, and that's pretty insane 44. I think Traviktox has been around forever as well. Obviously a seasoned runner, but it has to be said, that's kind of a rookie mistake. So maybe he's not as versed in randomizers, especially area randomizers. Alright, E-Tank there at Bomb Torizo, Traviktox backtracking everything he's done already. I guess I don't have to track the double jump because that one tracks itself. In the top right corner you can see the little spiral galaxy-like symbol. That's the indicator for us having found double jump. Caio is on 10 power bombs now. That means he could go for a gauntlet check. Would have the necessary number of power bombs to get all the way through. I'm not expecting to go Traviktox to go left again, because he knows he can't progress from there. And that indeed looks like a gauntlet check for Caio. Any other settings I should talk about? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, we got vanilla charge. That could be different in this randomizer, but it isn't. So there will be no charge function unless runners find the charge beam somewhere in the game. If they don't, they will have to find the necessary ammo. It's a bit dangerous there from Caio, will take a bunch of damage here. So this acid is super dangerous. E-Tank there. Kinda cool to find. You might want to lay the power bomb right when you enter the room, and you can grab the item and get underneath the statue. And it looks like Old Mother Brain had just a pack of missiles. Runner's still looking for supers. That's kinda common for this type of seeds, that they withhold some type of ammo from you. Yeah, Caio getting through Gauntlet without any major issues, just a smaller hiccup there. And with the bail out from the E-Tank, there wasn't any real danger at any point. And there's the supers, awesome. Traviktox also finding the second powerbomb pack, might also elect to go through Gauntlet. One very common setting that is in this one as well is called suit restrictions, which means that no suits can be found in criteria, which is something that sometimes keeps runners from doing a lengthy check like Gauntlet. But it can sometimes happen that not a suit, but some other very important item can be found there, like Charge Beam or Speed Booster or High Jump Boots, stuff like that. And some item you need to get as a suit. Alright, we got back of Gauntlet there. Back of Lawn off, yeah. At the end of Gauntlet. That's the good entrance you want to have. So we have for two of the boss areas we already have found the good entrances. Unfortunately, the one to East Meridia is in a bad spot. This meme route transition is pretty far out of the way. You're always hoping to never have to get back there after the beginning of the game. There's a good chance runners will find the back way into East Meridia later, and then they know that, at least Traviktox will know that the front of East Meridia is there and elect to go out from there. So far, if I'm keeping this straight, there's all... And the double jump. Why didn't Traviktox have the bombs anymore? Now he's got the back on the tracker. You can use double jump to sort of easily get to X-ray. You still take a bunch of damage, unless you take the damage from the waivers. But if you feel like you have enough energy, you can get to X-ray without any major tricks. Okay, a smaller divergence here. Caio elected to keep on going through Red Tower, while Traviktox, after checking the spacer item, decides he wants to check the other transitions over here. Oh no, he didn't check the spacer item. He can't even check the spacer item because Traviktox didn't go through Gauntlet, does not have supers. Oh, dangerous. That's top left Meridia. You can save there and fall down and check the transitions, maybe even check Mama Turtle and go back to your save game. And yeah, you can also check this transition. You don't need any fancy items for that. Especially when the tube is still intact, you can just do a graph jump with a power bomb. Not too hard to do. But also, after you've broken the tube, there are ways to get up there with a gravity jump through the door transition. Thanks to the E-Tank, Caio can get back out alive. I think has taken damage from the waiver there, which is preferable to the spikes. Next transition here from Trav. And that's back to Criterion. Oh, that's supers. That's great for Traviktox. So his decision not to go through Gauntlet isn't too costly for him. Trav, you have double jump. You don't have to do anything too crazy here. But it's really easy to forget you have that, because there's no visual indicator for it. I personally like double jump a lot, because it gives you 75% of the utility of space jump, roundabout, give or take a few percent. But you have to think about it sometimes, what you're doing. You can't just keep pushing that jump button and hope for the best. You have to push it at the right time sometimes. I like that. A hit from that crab there, that hurts a lot. It's 120 damage. But Caio got a lot to spare. Hey, that's Cray Slayer. So we're at a 50-50 chance situation, 50% chance situation that runners can beat the boss. They could, of course, also defeat Dragon, but would have no way out of Dragon Slayer at this point. They would have had to get bailed out by, say, a grapple beam, which is the only item that could bail them out. In theory, Caio now has a way with that third powerbomb pack to get out of Dragon Slayer. No, would need another pack of missiles, it's only on 5. But Caio would have to expend his entire ammo on the way to escape and would have nothing left to actually fight Dragon, would have to refarm everything during the fight. Let's see who's home here. Ah, that's beatable. Let's see. You definitely want to take this one. And Traviktox giving us the locations. Top red tower. And that's a croc. Yeah, it can be done with this ammo. In Major Minor, of course, Croc is holding two important items. One right behind him, and one down there at Grapple Beam. We see simultaneous boss fights. Five left, 3 left, that's good. That's a dead Croc on Traviktox's side. Caio running a little bit low on energy, probably wishes he hadn't taken that crab hit in the room right before. Oh, also only on 5 missiles, that's making the Phantom fight extra hard. Does kind of well to avoid some of the damage from Phantom. Phantom hits like a truck without a suit. Does 40 damage, all the flames do 40 damage, everything does 40 damage. And that can sum up so quickly. Yeah, that's the reserves popped. Phantom looks pretty dead, and Phantom is dead. So the good thing about that Phantom position is that Caio can go right back and refarm everything he just spent on Phantom. Oh, Traviktox remembering that he has double jump. I don't know if that works, let's find out. I don't think I've ever tried that. Maybe... I hope he saved. Maybe you'll have to do that from a wall jump. It looks so close. Okay, Janitor's Closet here for Caio. It's an Ice Beam. Ice Beam has a very high utility. Of course, in the final area Turian, you can freeze the Metroids to shoot them with ammo. And it also gives you a way to the bot wound fight if you don't find Speed Booster. So that's a check off the list. And then there's also stuff like Suitless Meridia. Suitless Meridia is in logic up to the point of bot wound. So the major item right behind bot wound can also be Gravity Suit, as well as the item in the left sandpit and the item at Mama Turtle. Hellruns are in logic in Upper Norfair, not in Lower Norfair. In this mode, where you can find the back entrance to Lower Norfair and you also can find Ridley somewhere else than Lower Norfair, it's a very common decision to not even go for Barrier Suit. Once you've collected enough energy, have the knowledge of Ridley being somewhere else, have collected enough ammo items, and maybe stuff like Screw Attack, Space Jump helps a lot, Plasma Beam helps a lot. So you have some versatility here in your decisions you can take. Red Prince. Business Center. And the the other portal in Business Center. Okay, that's another West Meridia one. So what you do here is obviously go down, and for those major items you'll find there. Energy is good for hell runs. Also, the double jump helps a ton if you do these. For me, the preferable order in this case is first Ice Beam, then High Jump. Because if you find an E-Tank at High Jump and then even one more at Ice Beam, you will be back in Business Center with not full health. While if you do it vice versa, you will be on full health and can easily high run. That's grapple. Awesome. Another puzzle piece for a suitless Meridia. Not hard required. You can do without. It's definitely more comfortable if you have grapple beam. Also logically, definitely required. Do we have grapple on the tracker? I don't think so. Oh, I have to check bosses, don't I? I guess. Did Traviktox ever go for that item at Grapple Beam? I did not see it. I saw that the E-Tank behind Croc was an E-Tank, but not the Grapple item. Didn't see that one. Powerbomb there because the Sovas take away 20 health from you, and if you kill them, you might even get more health. Plasma Beam. Without Charge Beam, not a huge help, but can come in clutch later, when you can apply it to clip through enemies without taking damage. But it's not actually clipping, is it? It's more like running through and making use of the iframes. Oh, he bailed. Okay, interesting. Pretty sure we will see what Grapple Beam is holding after Kaio went there. Looks to me like there are better fundamentals and better overall execution on Traviktox's side, but a bit more randomizer knowledge on Kaio's side. There we go. That's the other way you can take to that item. The green gate glitch. You have to jump, move a little bit forward, and shoot a super at the right time to open that green gate. You can do the same thing with a missile on blue gates. Of course, supers will also work. And I believe due to their faster acceleration, they are a bit easier. And is it important? It's not too important, so Traviktox didn't miss out too much. Trav now applying this grapple beam to get to the X-ray item. There's an E-Tank there, and Kaio is running back the top way through Croc. That's interesting. So that gives me opportunity to get a drink. Be back in a minute. So Trev might not know that he can open the tube and go through that. And Caio hasn't done it yet. By the looks of things, Caio would know that. Also, Caio on 6+1 energy could easily hell run. And even Traviktox with 4+1 could do the same. And it looks like there is 1 out of 2 decisions to take. Well, first you would obviously check what's behind the tube, sure. If this turns out to be nothing, then you can either fall down West Meridia and check those 2 transitions, or you can just do your hell runs. Traviktox with an interesting decision to go over the mountain instead of power bombing through. And Caio has found his plasma. Another part of the utility of Ice Beam is that it gives you a zap skip. That's pretty important in case you don't find Charge Beam, because it lets you collect less ammo in order to finish the game. The way I calculate is I look at the total number of missiles I have. So every super I collect is worth 3 missiles, because one is 100 and one is 300 damage. They all do the same damage. No double damages against Mother Brain. If I have a zap skip, I want to be on 225 missiles, and if I have no zap skip, I want to be on 275. Okay, Trev not interested in the minor items on the left side of the gauntlet. So let's see, is there anything good for refilling health, especially there at top of Red Tower? Oh yeah, with Grapple you could go into that hellway off top of Red Tower and you could farm the bugs there. That's the same kind of farming you would do in the pre-Ridley room. It's kind of fast. But Caio decides 476 is enough, plus the reserve, just goes for it. And I agree. Here we might see, yeah, double jump, very useful. In this next room, just as well. So many little obstacles in this horizontal room. Caio's a bit too much concerned with shooting the enemies. It's always better to just focus on getting through. Unless one of those is really getting in the way. Caio will have to do a little bit of farming there in the room before Speed Booster. And for that, I would always recommend turning off that stupid Ice Beam. So Ice Beam is great for getting you ahead in the seed, but it's awful for everything else. You have to shoot all those things twice now, so... yeah, unfortunately Grapple is not very fast with those bugs. What you just want to do is shoot an uniced shot. And that's exactly what Caio is doing now. Perfect. Alright, we see Traviktox now fighting his Phantom fight. Just a little bit more, Caio says. Yeah, there we see the vanilla qualities of Traviktox. Those Dopplers are just on point. Knows exactly where Phantom might open his eye and when and where not. Knows exactly how to defend against those flames. Ah, misses the super, has to go for one more round. Oh, I missed what was at speed, but it must have been an E-Tech. So that Space Ghost at crate for Traviktox. Alright, that's a good chunk of health saved there for Caio. Didn't fill up all his energy, but doesn't actually need that much for the rest of the hell runs. Yeah, can absolutely collect this power bomb. You don't really need it, but that's also a bit of planning ahead for a possible super slow warfare. You have some leeway for crystal flashes right here if you need one, like when you check wave. High jump boots for Caio, and Trav found his Ice Beam. So that's a full suitless Meridia loadout there for Caio. The only item you would want additionally to that would be Spring Ball to make things more comfortable. Give you a backup for Main Street. Missing the double jump is something that is very common, because to get out as much of a double jump as you can, you want to delay that second jump as long as you can. And of course, if you do that, you will inevitably push the jump button too late sometimes. Yeah, Traviktox is going for the tube. Finally we see it. Awesome. And nothing he could continue in. But we got one more transition on the tracker. So we are still looking for Wreck Chip and still looking for Green Brinstar, as well as Turian. We found the two other dead ends of Crate's Lair and Croc. That's very good. You will want to get you want to get those out of the way as quickly as you can. That power bomb probably wasn't intentional. And Traviktox now dropping down in West Meridia. This looks like a play for Mama Turtle. Another E-Tank there for Caio. Can continue hell running. And if it is a play for Mama Turtle... Ooh, that's so good. Can get out with that Ice Beam. Yeah, if it is a play for Mama Turtle, I hope Trev saved, because he will not be able to get out of Mama Turtle's room unless he finds gravity right there, which is possible, because we already know he will not be finding high jump boost there. Alright, exit of Lower Norfair leads to finally Green Windstar. Always a good feeling when you eventually find that, because now you've got a handful of major locations you can check without too many issues. Okay, did he get high enough to see the item? You don't have to shoot it again, it will go up by itself. Ah, it's an E-tank, so that's a soft lock for Traviktox. There might be ways to get out with Spring Ball. I've never tried. But Traviktox doesn't have that one either. So where did he save last? In Cratesley. Oh, so unfortunately he'll have to do the Phantom fight again. Unless that's after the fight, which I can't imagine. Yeah, Trev, as a vanilla runner, of course, doesn't know stuff like you can shoot that block, you then don't have to bomb it out. I think in the vanilla game that's the case. It's Space Jump for Caio at Wavegate. Why Space Jump? Yeah. But the suits are still AWOL. Yeah, Trev probably also didn't know there's a safe station right at the transition top left of Meridia. Maybe he even saw it while falling down, but at that time it was too late. It's just so much stuff you gotta know for randomizers, especially in a special one like Dash, what we got here. Those many little details. Caio, in the meantime, has become extremely healthy, is on 9 E-tanks and a barrier suit. So Caio will not be worried about health in the foreseeable future. He's not interested in the minor location. That's interesting. And for now, the last major location there in Green Windstar, that's Green Windstar Reserve. Gonna do a nifty little mock ball, one of the absolute first tricks you will learn if you play this. Just another E-tank, and Caio wants it. Can't die if you are too healthy to die. Does Caio have Charge Beam? He's not interested in any minors anymore? If so, where did he find Charge Beam? Okay, he's still interested in those minors. Traviktox refetching his Ice Beam. Maybe he'll want to try West Meridia again, or maybe he now says, okay, let's just Terra. Okay, that's Main Street. He would have found the entrance to Green Windstar himself from the other side. So with Barrier Suit, lower warfare is now in logic, which means we might be able to find gravity suit there as well. Could either do a play for that, go back to criteria, enter lower warfare from the back, or you know, you've got high jump boots, you could also just take the front entry, just as good. Because then you would have the check at screw attack coming up first. You wouldn't have to do any stupid routing to get there on the way out. What you also could just as well do is, for now, just go back into upper warfare and check those lower two transitions. We haven't seen those yet. And Traviktox is trying again for Mama Turtle. No, this time not. Yeah, you can't get up there. Maybe with a crab, yeah. But what are you trying to accomplish, Traviktox? Okay, the lower green Windstar transition gives us the back of East Meridia. Take your warrior suit to where it's hot. That's my advice for Caio right now. Go back to the middle transition and keep exploring upper warfare. We've seen all the items here. Yep, including wave beam. But we haven't seen all the transitions yet. Caio also very nice on ammo at this point of the race. 45 supers and 25 missiles is very good. Don't know why he turned his ice beam on again. He will have his reasons. The Croc transition gives us good chance for wreck chip. Nope, it's Turian. So the chronic transition, the chronic boost transition will give us some way into wreck chip, and the other wreck chip transition will lead into crab hole in West Meridia. We got kinda full portal knowledge right now. I will assume that Traviktox picks up his warrior suit, so I'm clicking that already. Man, I was right. So Caio now hoping for the left side of wreck chip. And it's the left side of wreck chip. Awesome. I don't think the runners... Oops! You don't want to do that? Runners probably don't have full portal knowledge themselves. Maybe they do. I don't know. And with a loadout like this, you can win every boss fight, and you can also exit the dragon fight. Caio is still taking a save. Which, you know, completely fair. might not feel too safe against Dragon, or he might not know how to get up. That's possible too. The boss on the menu is, it is indeed Dragon. Caio, what are you going to do? He's resetting, okay. So, Caio would have had 2 ways to exit this fight. Either with a Crystal Flash suit, I don't know what it's called. You do a Crystal Flash, get grouped and grabbed, and then you have a Shine Spark stored no matter if you have Speed Booster or not. Or with a Grapple Escape. Fortunately, Caio not comfortable with any of those 2. And we see Caio does not have full portal knowledge either, otherwise he wouldn't go to check this transition. Because unfortunately he probably will reset this transition as well once he gets there. Which gives Traviktox a little bit of opportunity to catch up. Took an unfortunate reset after soft locking and Mama Turtle. And is playing from behind ever since. His upper Norfair now a little bit faster than the one of Caio. Oh yeah, that's a kind of a mean thing about dash randomizer. So in the other big item randomizer and area randomizer of area, there might be the item there loaded in, or it might not. It depends on the setting. And you can always check the setting by just checking the door. And if the door is blue, there's no item, and if the door is red, there is an item. Or if it's an ammo door. That can also happen in Varia. Unfortunately in Dash, the door is red and there is no item. So that tricks you if you haven't fallen for that before. And once Traviktox has reached the location at Upper Norfair Reserve, we will have item parity. Also boss parity. So it's just a question of who does the right thing first. And the right thing more and more looks like it's going to be Lower Norfair. Because since a gravity suit cannot be locked behind Dragon, that also means a gravity suit cannot be in wreck chip. And no point looking for anything there other than defeating the boss and GTFOing from there. The seed so far has been medium mean, I would say. Green Britstar is in a bit of a mean location. You can either reach it by falling down West Meridia or by hell running to the exit from Lower Norfair, single chamber. So that would obviously take a while before you do that. But once you get to Green Britstar, you find your Varia suit, and you will find either a gravity suit in Lower Norfair, or you will find a speed booster to get your gravity suit. Or you could just finish the game as is if you elect to. But since we are at a point where we can pin it down to so few locations, it's probably better to just look for the gravity suit. We have seen East Meridia. It was the first thing we did see. East Meridia, the good transition, the left one, is at meme route, and the bad one, the right side transition, is the lower transition, the lowest transition in Green Star. So looks like meme route will be the better way to get in there, to get back in there. Okay, we see Traviktox now in red chip, and he will find Dragon there. Let's see if he will take that fight. Don't know if Traviktox is an RBO runner. If so, then this won't be an issue for him. Instantly jumping down and picking the fight. I love it. And that will almost kinda put Traviktox a little bit ahead of Caio. Having that boss down, never having to return here. Now I hope, since we've seen Traviktox isn't too versed in Randomizer, that he can deduce that Gravity Suit cannot be found in Rec Chip. We will see. Traviktox spamming his buttons so hard he even clicks through all the items. And Caio is doing the lower north-air thing. Caio's still doing the thing of very selectively looking for miners. Did not check Frank-Z missiles, but did check Jose Ruby missiles. Now we are looking at a 25% chance. Oh, charge beam, that's big. That's the best he could have hoped for. 25% chance for gravity here. It's speed. Okay. Alright, grapple escape now for Trav. Ah, oh, super well done. Ah, okay, dropped an input there. That can happen. But it doesn't look like, yeah, immediately gets it again. That's super great. Oh, that was the wreck ship boss, so Fantoon down counterintuitively for Traviktox. Yeah, going for this item I understand. I wouldn't, because all I would want in Traviktox shoes is a gravity suit now, with charge beam, a fat plasma beam and ice, barrier on top, everything you would want. But I fear the worst. I fear that Traviktox will keep digging through Rec Chip. Yeah, it looks a lot like it. Might be just for the transition. boss, and Ridley's spot will be either Ridley or Crate. And it's indeed Ridley or Crate. So Ridley chilling in East Meridian. Yeah, not too happy about them bombs. Traviktox is carrying them out anyway. Screw attack for Kyle. Bit of extra safety, getting out of lone warfare. We'll have to still go through a reverse acid dive because he will want to check out what is at screw attack. So that's screw for Kaio and bombs. Bombs for Traviktox. Oh, we also got a speed find, don't we, for Kaio? Also, we got Ridley down. Tracking is so hard. And after fighting his way through all this water with no gravity suit, unfortunately Traviktox will be facing even more water coming out of the transition. Kaio, where are you going? You still need to find stuff. Well, okay, I guess... Oh, yeah, I forgot that, of course, gravity could also be in East Meridian. Of course. Could be in left sandpit or behind bottom. Yeah, we have seen Mama Turtle. That's just an E-tank. Traviktox went there earlier and soft-locked there. I mean, from his perspective, from Kaio's, yup, gravity could be there. Let's see what he decides to do. This is absolutely possible to do without gravity suit, but... You know, getting out of Dragon's lair would be kinda rough. How to do that even? To find Ridley there. You might do something like get a spike suit and carry it all the way. Looks a lot like, yeah, Kaio is just going for that, going for East Meridian. As feared, Traviktox is full clearing wreck chip. Anything good he might find there? Ball, Spring Ball? Spring Ball would be almost the best item you could find there. Yeah, it would be. Because that would definitely get him out of Dragon's Lair. Not the boss room, but Precious Room. That's the one. I hate it when I see people just jumping up and morphing in those 4 tiles. That should be impossible. Why can't I do that? It's Spring Ball and it's unreachable. Oh man, that's rough. How do they do that? Especially with high jump boots. I can't even do that without high jump boots. How? Yeah, tap fast. Thanks a lot. Duh. Stupid beamer. Just be fast, skill issue. I mean, it is. But you don't have to say it like it is. Okay, apparently nothing in left sandpit. I like that pose from Wario. Is that an homage to Usain Bolt? And he reset all the way. That's interesting. Man, that's rough. Of all the things you could find there, it's a reserve. He might have even liked an E-tank for the refill, but now it's a reserve. So yeah, we are down to, if I'm seeing this right, 3 item locations. It's either behind Botwoon, or at Waterway, or at Screw Attack. Correct me if I'm wrong, which is a strong possibility at all times. So the wild goose chase, it continues. Traviktox picking up more ammo that he doesn't want. Caio going for the unpleasant surprise of Mama Turtle. You don't want to straight up fall through there. Or maybe this isn't for Mama Turtle. It might be just for the transition, the crab hole transition. Because Caio already knows what is at Main Street. That's the top of Green Brinstar. Grappling those crabs, you can do that. But also, if you have plasma, you can just apply iframes. Do the same thing you would do with the key hunters in Lower Norfair. And then you don't lose any momentum. But I don't think you want to have plasma ice, because that should already freeze them. Oh, of course! Trav hasn't seen the grapple item yet. How far is Caio away from Waterway? I could have gone there just now, when he was in Main Street. We'll now find the front entry into Lower Norfair, and maybe then makes a decision to check out what's at Screw Attack. High jump boots, lava dive. not too rough if you can avoid that flame. That was an extra little wall jump, you don't have to do it. But if this works better for Caio, he should do it. Whatever gets you through this. That is a choice. Going the intended way to... Okay, that was just muscle memory apparently. Because with a full pack of 45 supers, you can glitch your way through this gate. Only need 4. And you can even farm those back immediately. So 1 in 3. It's gravity. There we go. Barrier suit in Green Brinstar at the Adecoons location and gravity as screw attack. And if Caio decides to immediately go back to Wrecked Ship, is that something he could do? Where is he coming out there? That's kind of out of the way. Which one is closer? Oh, they are both pretty far out of the way. So Caio still has to go to Wrecked Ship and to East Meridia. Oh, looks like Trav is also about to find his gravity suit. Next question, after asking if Traviktox knows how to RBO, does he do GT? Because if he does GT, he will know how to get through that gate and to the screw attack item, and that will be full-on go mode for Traviktox. Yeah, he goes there. Nice little moonfall. And that is Joe mode. No questions asked. Can get anywhere. And anywhere he needs to be at least. And kill everything. And that's in fact advantage Traviktox. Is closer to his third boss and has charge beam. For Caio it's the question which one he takes on first. Where does he go from there? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, come on, Trav, just kill him. No, just kill him. Come on, you got supers, you got charge beam. Okay, it works out. Caio's still looking for stuff because has not found charge beam yet. Probably the one item he's looking for right now. Oh, Caio thinking long and hard about his next steps. Caio, you could have just continued, actually. Wasn't he in right side wreck ship? Or was I tripping? Yeah, Caio, you still have to defeat the boss at wreck ship. Should have gone there. Okay, so how does Traviktox get to East Meridia from there? You can enter it either through Meme Route or through Green Brinstar. Green Brinstar you can reach either through Upper Norfair or through West Meridia. And Criteria you can reach... Oh! From the back of Lower Norfair, so that's neat. That's gonna play out nicely for Traviktox. So the advantage is growing for him. Caio chooses now to go into East Meridia as well, which of course takes him further away from his charge beam. Oh, boss tracking, boss tracking. Ridley down. So if I'm Traviktox, I'm not even looking at what's at Firefleece, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, he's looking. He's gonna find a speed booster. So I would not have that speed booster. But Traviktox has. Sorry, I forgot to click on several items. There we go. Snake is dead. Worst hitbox in the game. Beat him. Now we don't have any... Oh, we haven't found Wave Beam yet. That's the only item we haven't seen so far. Doesn't quite get the Harvey. Sparks a little bit too early. For Traviktox, after defeating Ridley at Dragon's Spot, the fastest way, I guess, would be to go the back way out of East Meridia, through Green Brinstar into Upper Norfair, and from there into Turium. Was Ridley not dead? Ammo wasted, maybe? Ah, that's dead. That's dead. A little bit to the right. Okay, it worked. Caio's still looking for his charge beam. We'll check out this item. Might be wave. It's not. So, wave will stay AWOL in this one. And Traviktox farming up a couple of supers. His beam is powerful enough for a kind of relaxed Ridley fight. As you can see in the top right corner, his charge beam output is 600. That's exactly the same damage as a super missile against Ridley. And spamming a couple of supers. Obviously way better DPS than this charge beam. And grabbed out of the air. That's Ridley dead. And in fact all G4 boss is dead for Traviktox. So Traviktox only has to get back to Turian, which is located at Krog's entry portal. And Caio still has to get back to Wrecked Ship and defeat that dragon over there. Which is also located in Upper Norfair, where the good entry into Wrecked Ship is. And that's at Chronic Boost. Not too sure what Caio is doing in Green Brinstar. Maybe he wants to check Waterway for a charge beam. You never want to go that far out of the way for a charge beam. At this point in the seed, after 67 minutes, if you haven't found charge beam, you want to be already on enough ammo to finish out. And in fact, not even the elusive wave beam over there. Caio has been skipping ammo, but then every now and then has gone for more ammo. Which is kind of a middle of the road strat. Oh, see, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like going for an ammo check like this, which is a really slow check, but not picking up missiles. Missiles are ammo too, you know? You want them, if you can't find charge. I mean, of course it's slow. It takes 14 seconds longer to find the same damage as a pack of supers. That takes 7 seconds, and the same amount of damage in missiles would take 21 seconds. It looks like Caio is about to go back to Wreck Chip and finally defeat Dragon. I kind of noticed also that the missile meta has changed a little bit during those last 2 or 3 years. Players have been shunning missiles after about 30, and now way more of them get picked up in a late charge seat, at least. Oh no, it's still looking for ammo here. And not picking up missiles. So you've just spent like a minute almost for this ammo check, but you don't pick up the missiles, see? We have Traviktox entering Turian. And now you see those supers, you want those supers, you have to go all the way around to get them. Nice room 3 there, Traviktox. Last Medfight room. That's a pretty long way for one pack of supers. Wow. But at least he's getting closer. Just 3 more super packs away from go mode. And since Caio is not picking up missiles, it will have to be 3 packs of supers. Finally, I see a player facing right after getting grabbed. Yeah, Azure Nightfall, I'm wondering the same a little bit. He didn't go for a lot of quick ammo checks. The way I would do this is pick up all the ammo that's along the way, no matter if missiles or supers, but not go too far out of the way for any ammo checks. Only do that if I'm nearing the end of the seat and I'm still not there. Also, I would, as I said several times now, pick up missiles. With all those missiles, he'd be very, 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 very close to go mode already. He'd probably be on 60 missiles by now. Of course he doesn't know charge is that Dre. How would he? Hopefully he's going to be happy finding that. Charge for him could still be, for example, at check tool, at plasma beam, anywhere else in reg chip. Traviktox using all his supers. Even missiles, yes, even missiles have a higher DPS than this charge. Plasma Ice Beam. Only a little bit, but still a little higher. No stand-up shenanigans. Just straight up finishing the fight, taking a little break. Yeah, with Charge Beam, which should also mark. Caio now also in full go mode, also has all bosses down, and now only has to do the quick jump into Turian, which is right there. So Caio will reach Turian before Traviktox finishes. Let's Mother Brain Hybrid out of existence. Escaping, entering Leodox. Nice iframes usage there against that pirate. Last moonfall of the game. Ah, Caio gets grabbed by the very last Metroid. That's unfortunate. Oh, I'm also just now noticing that I haven't used Traviktox's audio whatsoever. I'm sorry. I'll switch over to him now, so we get the epic credits music. And with an official 1 hour, 27 minutes and 48 seconds. First place finisher is Traviktox and the first of 2 races. Caio forfeits from the race upon seeing that. Runners say they are ready to continue. I will send them off right now, and in 5 minutes we'll be back with the second race.